16 things you must buy this week. Canned soups. Canned soups are on sale from anywhere from 50 cents to 79 cents this week. This is a great time to stock up on your canned soups for your stockpile. Canned vegetables. Yes, guys, canned vegetables are a great stockpile item to have. Get them this week for 49 to 69 cents a can, depending on where you live. This is a really good deal. Potatoes. You guys can see my potato bin is almost empty. Do you know why? Because this time of year is when potatoes are at their absolute cheapest. I mean, absolute cheapest. You can get 5 pounds for 50 cents to 99 cents. This is when I stock up. If you're doing it for stockpile, you can also dehydrate your potatoes so that you can have them for longer term storage in your stockpile pantry. Okay. One question you guys always give us is, how long do the potatoes last in a cool, dry place? So you want them cool, you want them dry. You don't want them like sitting somewhere where it's really humid, like under your sink. You want them in a cool, dry place, and they will last 3 to 6 months in a cool, dry place. It just depends on what kind of climate you live in. But like here in Wyoming, mine will last a really long time, but in Kansas, when it was hot, they didn't last quite as long. You can store them in the refrigerator. I prefer not to. But if they go green, just peel off the green skin and you can still eat them if they're green or sprouted. All right, the next one is butter. Guys, this Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter are the 3 top times to buy butter. $2 to $2.50 a pound now. That is my stock up price. You can see I stock up. I go through about a pound of butter a week when I'm not recipe testing. So for me, I just calculate how much butter I need. So how do I figure? I use about 1 pound a week when I'm not recipe testing. So let's say between Christmas and Easter, there's 12 weeks. I would get 12 to 16 things of butter to stock up. For me, I get double that amount because I do recipe testing and videos, so I do extra. But then between Easter and Thanksgiving, I would triple that amount and buy, let's say, 24 or 30 things of butter to get me through between Easter and Thanksgiving. So that's how I figure how much I need to stock up on. And this will last 6 months to a year in the freezer. If you love this video, would you guys please help us reach 400,000 subscribers and give us a big thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell and all notifications so that you can be notified when we put out new videos. Turkey is on sale for 49 to 69 cents a pound. This is the absolute cheapest meat you can find, bar none. I absolutely love turkey, so what I do is I buy several turkeys and put them in the freezer. Now, not all butchers will do this, but some butchers will cut your turkey in half, and that is a lot easier to handle than a great big turkey all the time. So if your butcher will cut it in half, it's just like roasting a big chicken. Then I just put several halves, 6 or 8, in my freezer. Once every 3 or 4 weeks, I will cook a half a turkey. Then we can have turkey dinner several times a year. I love turkey all year. The other thing is, if they won't cook it in half, what you can do is cook up the entire turkey and then put it in foil and freeze it, and then I just put it back into the oven. I put it in foil, put a little bit of turkey juice over it, seal it up. Then when I'm ready to cook it, I just bake it in the oven at 350 for about 20-25 minutes to get it warmed up, and then you have basically a fresh turkey dinner. It is so yummy. You can also do the same with your leftover mashed potatoes and vegetables from your turkey dinners. Just put them in little foil packets. You've got your own homemade TV dinners. The next thing you want to get this week is your flour. Stock up on flour. Once again, everybody's baking for Thanksgiving. This is the cheapest time of year to stock up on your flour. I would stock up for the entire year. You can see my stockpile is getting low, so I'm getting ready to restock. The next thing is your sugars, your granulated sugar. And your brown sugar and your powdered sugars, all of these are on sale this week. Also, if you don't, Walmart has the cheapest spices not on sale. But if you can't get them at Walmart, not on sale, or Aldi used to be really good, buy your spices on sale this week also. Those are pretty inexpensive. The next one is your cake mixes. They were on sale for 49 cents this week. I stocked up. You can see my stock up right here. All right, here is this week's deals. I got roasts for $3.87 a pound. I got 4 of those. Cake mixes, 49 cents a pound. It's that time of year, guys. Stock up. I got 8 of those. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, $1.57 a pound. You can see I got 10 or 12, I can't remember, 10 or 12 packages that are between $7 and $9 each. So that means they're about 5 to 6 pounds of chicken breasts for each of those. And that is today's haul. I probably saved 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So I saved around $75 buying this all on sale, and it literally took me 15 minutes, even with drive time. So go grab your cake mixes for super cheap this week. Your cereals for your Chex Mixes, your Cheerios, your Rice Chex, they will all be on sale for $1.50 to $1.99 a box. And if you can grab a coupon on top of that, that's a really super good deal. Stock up on these. We love Chex Mix all year round also, but because I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, Rice Chex is my go-to, so I really stock up when it's on sale. Cool Whip and whipped cream are both on sale this week, so I stock up when Cool Whip is 69 cents to 99 cents. I leave several in my freezer to use until they go on sale again at Easter. And the next thing is stock up on your gelatins and your JellOs. We love JellO around here. Mike has to have his lime JellO every Christmas and Thanksgiving, don't you, dear?
Yes.
But this is the time of year to stock up on your gelatin. But make sure the name brand isn't more expensive than just buying the store brand at regular price. Sometimes the sale prices aren't cheaper than the store brand. So make sure you use your price book and you know how much you're paying and whether the store brand or the name brand is cheaper. And last but not least, nuts. You can buy nuts and put them in your freezer and save them all year long. That's what we do, is we stock up when nuts are on sale and just put them in the freezer and just pull them out when we're ready to use them all year long. Please go watch this video next. Visit us at livingonadime.com and we will see you guys next time.